Good morning, my dear student. Today I am really very happy to take the class. Last we have covered these highlights. The first one, the narrator went to the forest with Mara to recognize medicinal creeper. We have covered this point. The curse of the creeper. We know the curse of the creeper. The medicinal creeper has been cursed by a saint. The curse was that when someone needed this creeper, they should not find it. This is the curse. Next, the third one, the future of medicinal creeper we have covered. So the leaves of the medicinal creeper resembles better leaves and it gives bunch of fruits as grapes. These are the future of the medicinal creeper. And fourth, Mara's first story that he cut his hand. We knew very well the Mara's third story that he cut his hand. Someone pressed the creeper. Someone pressed the leaf. Then after the doctor, when he opened the bandage and the leaf, the wound has disappeared because the effect of medicinal leaves. So this is the first story. Then last class we had seen Mara's second story that he did not have any teeth. Mara did not have any teeth. Did not have any teeth on the right side of his mouth because once he brushed his teeth by a stick from the tree, one of the tree in the forest. Because the effect of that stick, he lost all the teeth on the right side. So this is the second story we knew in the last class. So these are the points we have already covered. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನರೇಟರ್ ಕಾಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವನು ಮೆಡಿಸಿನಲ್ ಕ್ರೀಪರ್ ನ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಮೆಡಿಸಿನಲ್ ಕ್ರೀಪರ್ ಗೆ ಶಾಪ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿಯಿಂದ. ಅದರ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳಿವೆ, ಮೆಡಿಸಿನಲ್ ಕ್ರೀಪರ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ. ಮಾರಾಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ದಟ್ ಈ ಕಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಮಾರ ತನ್ನ ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಔಷಧ ಎಲೆಯ ಪರಿಣಾಮವಾಗಿ ಆ ಗಾಯ ವಾಸಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾರಾಗೆ ಬಲಗಡೆ ಹಲ್ಲುಗಳು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದೊಂದು ಕಡ್ಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕಲ್ಲು ಉಜ್ಜಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಆ ಕಡ್ಡಿ ಮುಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬಾಯಿದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ವಿ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. Thank God I was saved because I did not brush all the teeth, otherwise I would not have had any teeth left to eat even rice. Maharaj, he thanked the God because he did not brush all the teeth by using the same stick. If he brushed, he would not have any teeth in his mouth to eat even a rice. ಸದ್ಯ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಲ್ಲು ಉಜ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಕೇವಲ ಬಲಗಡೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹಲ್ಲು ಉಜ್ಜಿದೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹಲ್ಲು ಉಜ್ಜಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ವಿ. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಲ್ಲು ಉಜ್ಜಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಅನ್ನ ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಹಲ್ಲು ಕೂಡ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಮರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. I rebuked him. Rebuked means he shouted at Mara, hey Mara, if you want to tell lies, they must at least be believable. Then he shouted at Mara, if you want to tell a lies, at least they must be believable. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀನು ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ನಂಬೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Then there was a argument between Mara and narrator. The narrator is telling, Mara is telling, narrator said that he is telling a lie. Mara argued that he never tells a lie, that is the truth. ಇಬ್ರು ನಡುವೆ ವಾದ ವಿವಾದ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮಾರ ಲೇಖಕರು ನೀವು ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಾರ ನಾನು ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಸತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಇಬ್ರು ನಡುವೆ ಮಾತುಕತೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮಾರ said, can't you see that I have lost all the teeth? Then he showed the evidence that he lost all the teeth on the right side of his mouth. ತನ್ನ ಬಲಗಡೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಲ್ಲುಗಳು ಉದುರಿರೋದನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. Then come and show me the plant. Mara, then come and show me the plant. How can I show you the plant? There are hundreds of plants in the forest. You can do one thing, sir. You can try brushing your teeth with each of them. Then we can find out which one has this effect. Then the narrator requested Mara to show the plant, the medicinal plant. But Mara, so he said that he did not know that medicinal creeper. Then he approached the narrator. You go on that he goes himself and find and try to brush his teeth with each of them. Then he could find which is the medicinal creeper, medicinal plants. ನಾನು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೇ ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಗಿಡ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹಲ್ಲು ಉಜ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ನೀವು, ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಗಿಡ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಮಾರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Then why should I? You are the one who is lying, so you have to brush your teeth with all those plants and discover the right one. There was an argument between them. My God, there are so many plants in the forest. I won't live long enough to try each and every one of them. Mara said that. So now he was already aged. He was already aged. He won't live long. He does not live long to try each plants by brushing his teeth. ನನಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವಯಸ್ಸಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಬದುಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಗಿಡನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹಲ್ಲು ಉಜ್ಜಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಕೈಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಮರ. ಮರ, if you keep trying out a different one, you may find one which is going to make your teeth come back. The argument, the narrator told him that while he was searching in the plants, he might get a chance, by good luck he would get a good stick. By that good stick he would get back his teeth. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದೃಷ್ಟ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಡ್ಡಿ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಉದ್ರೋಗಿರೋದಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಲೇಖಕ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. How can I say which type of plants I will stumble upon? Just my bad luck if I get one which kills me. Then Mara said that if you would have a bad luck, you would get a bad stick that would kill him. ನನಗೆ ಗ್ರಾಚಾರ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ವಿಷದ ಕಡ್ಡಿ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಸತ್ತೋದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Then why are you asking me to try? Because you are the one who is accusing me of lying. Suppose you come upon the one that will bring back your youth. Then there was a fun. The narrator said that. So while you are trying in searching the plants and brushing his teeth, one of the stick from the plants, why he would get back his youth by good luck. ಅದೃಷ್ಟ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಅದೃಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು you would get back your youth. ನಿನ್ನ ಯೌವನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು, ನೀನು ಹುಡುಗ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಹುಡುಗ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಔಷಧ ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಿಂದ ನೀನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹುಡುಗ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಲೇಖಕ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, I don't even want that. Mara said that he did not want that one. If I become young, I will have to marry again. Then he explains why. If you would become a young, you wanted to marry again. And what about the old lady at home, his wife? ನಾನು ಹುಡುಗ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹುಡುಗಿ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಮುದುಕಿನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಮುದುಕಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಲೆಟ್ ದಟ್ ಬಿ. But don't think that such plant does not exist in our forest. He said and told me another story. Then he started to tell third story, Mara's third story, that deer's meat has got a live white bar. Third story. Long ago, Mara and a friend of his laid a trap for a walking deer. Long ago, Mara and his friend, they laid a trap and they caught a walking deer. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಲೇಡಿ ಎ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಲೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಾಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವನು ಅವನ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು ಇಬ್ಬರು ಕಾಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದು ಬಲೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಾಟ್, CAUGHT, ಕಾಟ್, ಕ್ಯಾಚ್, ಕಾಟ್ ಎ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಡೀರ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಜಿಂಕೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಬಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಿಂಕೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. They had to divide it equally between them. They took it near to the stream and skinned it, cleaned and divided the meat. Then they killed the deer and they cut into pieces. They shared their portions. They shared the meat of the deer. ಆ ಒಂದು ಜಿಂಕೆ ಮಾಂಸವನ್ನು ಇಬ್ಬರು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. And they wrapped their portion in some leaves. They wrapped their portion in some leaves. After they shared their meat, they wrapped the portion in some leaves and brought them home. Then they took to their home. ಅವರನ್ನು ಮಾಂಸನ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಭಾಗ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸುತ್ತಕೊಂಡು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. This is the third story. In Mara's house, they got ready to cook. They prepared the masala with species, but the water to boil, opened the packet to take out the meat. Everything was ready. His wife, she was already prepared everything. The water was boiling, ನೀರು ಕುದೀತಾ ಇದೆ, and spices, everything was ready. ಮನೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಕೂಡ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. When he opened the packet to take out the meat, ಆ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆನ ತೆಗಿತಾನೆ, ಮಾಂಸ ತಗೋಬೇಕಂತ. Surprise of surprises, instead of the meat, suddenly he was shocked. There was a big surprise that instead of the meat there was a live white bug. Bug means a male deer. ಒಂದು male deer, ಗಂಡು ಜಿಂಕೆ ಇತ್ತು. So the meat has got a life. The meat has got a life, is a live white bug because the effect of that leaves what they have covered their portion. ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಭಾಗವನ್ನ ಏನು ಆ ಎಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಔಷಧ ಎಲೆಯ ಪರಿಣಾಮವಾಗಿ ಆ ಮಾಂಸಕ್ಕೆ ಜೀವ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಗಂಡು ಜಿಂಕೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So live white bug. The moment it saw Mara, it jumped up and ran out of his house. Then Mara was trying to catch it as usually. Then Mara is trying to catch that live bug. But while his wife, ignorantly took the leaves and threw them into the fire. But his wife, she took the leaves. She does not know anything about the leaves. She threw those leaves into the fire. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಆ ಎಲೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಎಲೆಯಿಂದ ಆ ಮಾಂಸಕ್ಕೆ ಜೀವ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಎಲೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಬೆಂಕಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾಳೆ. So this is the third story. Mara and his friend, they laid a trap. They caught a walking deer. After they killed that deer, they shared their meat of the deer. And after they wrapped the meat in some leaves, when he opened that leaves, the meat has got a life as a live wild bug. ಒಂದು ಜಿಂಕೆಯನ್ನು ಭೇಟಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಜಿಂಕೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಂಸವನ್ನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸುತ್ತಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲೆ ಸುತ್ತಕೊಂಡು ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದು ಬಿಚ್ಚಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಂಸ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಜೀವ ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಡು ಜಿಂಕೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಯ ಪರಿಣಾಮವಾಗಿ, ಔಷಧ ಎಲೆಯ ಪರಿಣಾಮವಾಗಿ. ಇದು ಮೂರನೇ ಕಥೆ, ಮಾರನ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. Next, into the fire. When I heard this, when he heard this, I was speechless. I did not ask Mara for any elaboration or explanation because this was the height of his inventive genius. Then the narrator became speechless because how could we believe that the meat has got a life? ಅವನ ಮಾಂಸಕ್ಕೆ ಜೀವ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆ ಒಂದು ಔಷಧ ಎಲೆಯ ಪರಿಣಾಮವಾಗಿ ಜೀವ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ? The narrator thought that was the height of his elaboration explanation because the height of his inventive genius is more than imagination. ಕಲ್ಪನೆಗಿಂತ ಎತ್ತರವಾಗಿದೆ ಅವನ ವಿವರಣೆ. It is no wonder that the white man of Ulindhalu was prepared to give away his entire estate in exchange for these wonder plants. That's why the doctor is ready to give. The doctor was ready to give his entire plantation to exchange of that leaves, medicinal leaves. ಆ ಎಲೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಡೀ ತನ್ನ ಆಸನೆ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಔಷಧ ಎಲೆಯ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಹಂಗಿತ್ತಿದೆ. This is the third story. First, the Mara told 3 stories. First story, second and third stories. Next one. Now it has been long time since I said that yes, I sold that estate. Mara is also dead and gone. After so many days, so many years, the narrator is sold his estate and the Mara is already gone. The Mara is also dead. The Mara has also died. So ಬಹಳ ವರ್ಷಗಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲೇಖಕರು ತಮ್ಮ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರನು ಕೂಡ ಸತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. It is difficult to dismiss all Mara's story in buncombe. Some little details remains to bother your conscience. The total disinterested that Mara showed in trying to argue with us or inconvenience us for that matter to lie until the truth continues to bother her. Even though it's very difficult to dismiss Mara's story, it's very imaginative. It's very imaginative. Mara ಬಹಳ ಕಾಲ್ಪನಿಕ ಕಥೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿರ್ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. There is something. Indian medicinal plant, it has something. It has something. Still, the idea that is bothering the narrator. Bothering ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನ್ನ ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಲೇಖಕರನ್ನ ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. After a long time, Mara's medicinal creeper was back in the news. This time I saw Appana trying to nearby tree. I asked him whether he knew its uses. After a long time, once again, the narrator he reminded Mara's medicinal creeper when Appana was trying to tie the creeper in a nearby tree. Appana ಗಿಡಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಗಿಡ ಔಷಧ ಬಳ್ಳಿನ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾರನ ಕಥೆಗಳು ನೆನಪಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಲೇಖಕನಿಗೆ. He did not know, I believe, if you squeeze the juice of these leaves, milk becomes hard, he said. Then Appana said that he didn't know anything about this medicinal creeper. If you squeeze the leaves of this medicinal creeper, the milk would become very hard. ನನಗೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದರ ಎಲೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಲಿಗೆ ಹಿಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹಾಲು ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಷ್ಟೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಪ್ಪಣ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. I thought that probably the leaf of this creeper must be sour. When you squeeze something sour into the milk, it spoils and curdles. I thought this was being mistaken by hardening of milk. I asked Appanna, have you seen it happen? Then the narrator thought that the leaves of the medicinal creeper must be sour. If you sow something sour to the milk would spoil or it would become curdles. ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಒಂದು ಸೋರ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹುಳಿ, ಅದರ ಎಲೆಗಳು, ಔಷಧ ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಎಲೆಗಳು ಹುಳಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಏನೇ ಹುಳಿನ ಹಾಲಿಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಹಾಲು ಹೊರಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮೊಸರು ಥರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅದ್ರ ಎಲೆಗಳು ಹುಳಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಲೇಖಕ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Then that is what people say. Where can I find milk for all such experiment? He replied. Then the narrator asked Appanna whether he had tried whenever that squeezed the leaves of the medicinal creeper into the milk. ಯಾವ ತರ ನೀನು ಹಾಲಿಗೆ ಎಲೆಗಳನ್ನ ಹಿಂಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅಪ್ಪಣ್ಣ. So he couldn't find a milk to make an experiment. So where can I find milk for all such experiment? So he is actually very poor man Appanna. That's why he won't get a milk to do any kind of experiment. ನಾನು ಬಡವ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಹಾಲು ತಗೊಂಡು ಪ್ರಯೋಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅಪ್ಪಣ್ಣ. Next, is there any basis for the stories that are spread about these plants and herbs? I wondered whether I should squeeze the leaves into the milk and see what happens. Instead of criticizing the others for not knowing, I thought it would be better to check it out on my own. Then the narrator decided that he wanted to do the experiment. Instead of criticizing the people, ಜನಗಳನ್ನ ಬಯೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಾನೇ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಲೇಖಕ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Tejasvi made an experiment on the medicinal creeper. Then he decided to do experiment. I plucked some leaves from the creeper and took them to the friend Chandru, who is plant pathologist. Then the narrator plucked some leaves from the medicinal creeper and he took the help of his friend Chandru, who is a plant pathologist. Pathologist means a doctor who specializes in medical diagnosis. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಥಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಸ್ಯ ರೋಗ ತಜ್ಞ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಚಂದ್ರ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳ ರೋಗ ತಜ್ಞ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನ ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ ಲೇಖಕ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಔಷಧ ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಎಲೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನು. I told him what I had heard about this plant. We decided to conduct the experiment and brought a liter of milk. Then the narrator and Chandru, they took 1 liter of milk. The other scientists were laughed at us. They said that we were wasting a liter of good milk, listening to all kinds of cock and bull stories. Once we had decided to play the fool, we couldn't care less about others laughing at us. Then the other friends of Tejasvi, they started to laugh that he is going to do experiment, and they thought that Tejasvi is wasting a liter of milk. ಇವನು 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ಹಾಲು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂತ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ನಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ Tejasvi never bothered about that. Once we decided we won't care less or other laughing at us, so we put the milk and leaves into the mixer and switched it up. After they were thoroughly mixed, then Tejasvi and Chandru, they took the leaves and they put the mixture and milk and leaves into the mixer. They put the milk and leaves into the mixer and mixed it thoroughly. ಆ ಮಿಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸಿ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. After they were thoroughly mixed, we pour it into the vessel. Then they pour ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ವರ್ಬ್ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. pour ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸುರಿಯೋದು. pour it into the vessel ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬೋಗಾಣಿಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡೆಗೆ ಸುರಿತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಹಾಲು ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆ, ಒಂದು ಔಷಧದ ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಎಲೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ನ ಒಂದು ಡಬ್ಬಿಗೆ ಸುರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. We watched for some time to see whether it would become curdles or remain as it was. Nothing happened for a couple of times. So then they watched what would happen, but nothing has happened. So they waited. Nothing happened for a couple of times. Just I decided that we had indeed wasted a liter of milk. I touched it again. It had become a firm and rubbery. After half an hour, so when the narrator once again touched that liquid, it would become a hard and rubbery. ಅದು ಗಟ್ಟಿಗಾಗಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ರಬ್ಬರ್ ತರ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಲು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವನ ಔಷಧ ಬಳ್ಳಿಯ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. When he inverted the vessel, the whole thing fell out like a molded cloth. Then they inverted the vessel. Then the liquid thing that came out as a molded vessel. ಅದು ನೀವು ತಿರುಗುವಾಗ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಬಾಂಡೆ ಹೇಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಶೇಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಚೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಹೌದು, ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಗಟ್ಟಿಗಾಗಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ರಬ್ಬರ್ ತರ ಆಚೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So then this creeper had some quality. Now it was our turn to wonder. But the problem was that despite all of this, we didn't know which disease or diseases it cured. Though no one seems to know, just like Mara, all and sundry used to go around trying this creeper to the nearest plant and muttering, "Stay here." I had never seen anyone actually go back to untie it to make it home for some ointment. So then the narrator thought that the medicinal creeper has some quality, But he felt very bad that he did not know for what the medicinal creeper used to and which disease it would cure. ಯಾವ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಗೆ ಇದು ವಾಸಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಲೇಖಕನಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವೆನೆವರ್ he wanted the people they used to tie it to a tree. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಜನಗಳು ಅದನ್ನ ಮರ ಕಟ್ಟದಷ್ಟೇ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. No one take it to home as a ointment. ಔಷಧಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾರು ಮನೆಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಲೇಖಕ ನೋಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. So this is Tejasvi made an experiment on medicinal creeper that he keep both milk and medicinal leaves into a mixture and mixed it thoroughly and he left it for 5 minutes. Then after 5 minutes nothing would happen. Then he waited for half an hour. Then after an hour the Tejasvi touched that liquid, it would become hard and rubbery. Then he inverted that vessels, it would come out as a molded ವೆಸಲ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ದಬ್ರಿ ಹೇಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ತಿರ್ಗಮುರ್ಗ ಮಾಡಾಕ್ದಾಗ ಉರುಪಟೆ ಮಾಡಾಕ್ದಾಗ ಅದು ಬೋಗಣಿ ಥರನೇ ಆಚೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. ಅವಾಗ ಲೇಖಕನಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಗುಣ ಇದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಏನು ಗುಣ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಔಷಧಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎನಫ್ ಟುಡೇ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ Krishna was suffering from piles, the naked doctors lied belief. Thank you.